have you ever done you know, the wind in the willow activity with the circles? So we have, now the term that I use for it, on the East Coast, it's willow in the wind. Circle of friends, trust circle, lots of different names. What? The washing machine. Why does that make me nervous? In that activity, there's a circle, and one at a time, people go into the center. Yes? We on the same page? And then people stand like this, and people do this thing, and a spotter's ready, and we fall back and forth. And have you ever seen somebody dropped? In that activity, here is my question for you. This is a key component overall in this thing about choice. During that activity, what behaviors would you say you could report to me that you observed in the other people, not you? You got to talk about anybody but you. What behaviors do you observe in others during the wind in the willow activity? Not you, others. What behavior do you observe? Let me write that word up there so we can really see it. What behavior? O-B-S-E-R. Observe. Yes. Focus. You observe focus. What behaviors do you observe? Giggling. Giggling. What behaviors? Distraction. What? Distraction. Distraction. Avoidance. Caution. Say that one again. T-E-N? S-I-O-N? Tension? Who said that? Okay, good. Because with my hearing loss, the words kind of blur a little bit, so thank you. What do you observe in those people?
People looking elsewhere but in towards the.
So people looking out and in? Out or in?
Yeah, looking away from what's going on.
People look away. Did I get the full thought? Okay.
No, telling stuff to be like, oh, you should close your eyes, or oh, like, don't fall this way.
Aggression, hence the washing machine. Spin cycle. I can tell you how to get rid of the washing machine. I can help you get rid of the washing machine. No, meaning stop that behavior, unless you like it. Okay. To prove themselves. Do I have that right? Okay. Other observations. Okay. So you say some of them like step out or step back?
Yeah, they like pull back.
They pull back.
Hold back.
Hold back. 3 weeks till hearing aids. And in the meantime, you're all educators and facilitators. Please enunciate for your participants. Observations. Worry they will fall through the cracks. I know what you mean. I gotcha. Yes. Tense body. So what did you observe?
They stand like a stick.
What did you observe? Work with me on this. What did you observe? So what?
Their arms like clenched to their sides.
So arms, so watch. Arms stiff at sides. What else?
Shallow, rapid breathing.
Shallow. Rapid breathing. What else?
Fear.
What's that?
Fear.
Fear. What else? What's that? Rolling eyes. What else?
A lot of stepping forward and then like keep your legs together and accept that trust.
So they do this as they fall. They kind of I don't know what to call that, but so self-rescue, step forward as they lean. They step forward as they lean, self-rescue. Do you see a difference between the two columns? I have enough, I think. You see a difference? What is the difference?
One is observation, or one is assessment.
Which is which?
The third is the behavior, the other is our.
Five senses versus interpretation thereof.
Assessment, interpretation. Great big story you made up and make it as a lie about somebody else. This is true. This is your fantasy. This is true for everybody. This is all the stuff that you made up and you convince yourself that you know exactly what's going on with that person. And we're all still good people. But it ain't necessarily so. You might be exactly right, but you have no data to prove it. Observations, this is all part of choice. Observations are based on what? Because we don't have a shared mental model on what that word means. And there's not a single group I've ever worked with that had more thing in the left column than they did in the right. What does an observation? It's an opinion. Oh, no. Oh, no, no. So I'll put that over here. Sorry. Observation, what is an observation?
The five senses, so listen, look,
Okay.
feel.
Observations are specifically based upon the five senses. And they are
Listen.
what you hear,
What you
see,
what you feel.
feel meaning touch,
Yep.
not feel, taste,
Smell.
and smell. It has to be one of these for it to be observable. Otherwise, it's a great big fantasy you made up. Human beings are masters of interpretations. We bring in the observable data and it gets translated in our mind in a heartbeat, and that is the reason why our species has taken over the planet, because we are able to assess and interpret. When we observe, we are basically doing something that is true for all. When we assess, we're doing things that are basically true for me about A-B-O-U-T, you. I have made something up and now I'm putting it on you. Now, how could that be wrong? We're really good at interpreting. We're a successful species, except we might be killing the planet. But don't get me started on yet another political thing. Assessments are your opinion. Assessments are your story. Assessments may or may not have anything to do with what's actually going on with that person. Assessments are your fantasy projected upon another. So if we observe and we assess, what do we do with our assessments? When we make up the story, what do we do with it? We react or we act. We observe, we obsess, and then there's an action that comes out of it. Or it might be inaction too. We observe, we assess, and we act. on a challenge course that can have some pretty big consequences.